Democrats have spent the last 2 years passing bills in the House that wouldn't get picked up through the Republican-controlled Senate, but now they control it all, including the White House. I spoke with Congressman Panetta about his immediate policy goals now that they're in control. Hopping right into it, Congressman Panetta, the Democrats now have the White House, the Senate, the House for the first time since you've been in office. So what is your first move?
Oh, look, going forward, I think, just because we have the White House, the Senate, and the House doesn't mean that things are going to come easily. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done, as stated so clearly by President Biden in today's speech. He understands that, there's a lot of restoration that needs to be done, a lot of reconciliation that needs to be done, and we can get things done, which I want to help work on in my role on the Ways and Means Committee and in the Democratic-led House of Representatives. When it comes to fixing COVID, when it comes to getting our economy back on track. And just today, President Biden released a comprehensive immigration reform.
When we spoke before the November election, you said, quote, "I'm laying a foundation with my legislation that when the time is right, we will be able to pass these pieces of legislation." In your terms, 3 sponsored bills have passed the House, none in the Senate, dozens of others introduced. And so what in your lineup of bills are you saying, okay, now is the time?
We live for these moments in which we have the opportunity to get things done and pass legislation where you can affect people's lives, like the Farm Workforce Modernization Act, actually basically encompassing, that gets encompassed in the comprehensive immigration reform bill that Biden put forward to protect the farm workers that are willing to come here, contribute so much, not just to our economy, but to our culture. When it comes to climate, actually making sure that we can basically cut our carbon output, and we can do that through a number of incentives, especially when looking at the tax code, which I'll be doing on the Ways and Means Committee. And then, of course, with infrastructure, as we saw through the pandemic and as many families experience the lack of broadband, even here on a place like the Central Coast, we need to make sure that we have the proper investment to ensure that there's not only broadband everywhere, but that people have clean drinking water.